As you can tell, I got the secondary clutch out. Very simple. I mean, it's just this bolt here that holds it in place on the shaft. Undo this. You don't even need a puller. You just pull it out by hand. Done. And then these ones here are they are not actually preloaded. What I mean by that is that some clutches, there's a notch here, and a notch inside, and the spring kind of hooks up on it, and you have to preload the spring. If you're not too sure what I mean, just look it up online, especially on snowmobile secondary clutches, and a lot of ATVs also, you have to preload them. But this one here, you don't. The Polaris Sportsman 500 HO for this year, 2003, you don't. You just put the spring back in, put your clutches together, and you're done. And I confirmed it with the dealership. So anyway, take this clutch apart, fairly simple. These two this single snap ring right here, take that off, and the clutch will pop out a little bit because it's under pressure. Not much pressure, but it is still to be prepared for. And everything is basically simple in there. I'll show you guys in a few minutes here how it's done. Yeah, I've kind of jumped over to the valves. I'll get back to the secondary clutch in a few minutes here. But to adjust your valves, what you need to do is, as you can tell here, you got to remove your gas tank. Okay, it's a lot easier. I mean, it's a lot of work to get the plastics off and so on. But you know what? I was at that stage anyway. So I took the gas tank off and I drained it because I don't know how old the gas is in there anyway. And I took the valve cover off. As you can tell right here, and let's see if I can get you a light here. Right there. So there's about I think like 9 bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 bolts. Sorry, that hold the cover in place. Once you get the cover off, go over to this side, and that's the cam gear right here. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to get this thing at top dead center. So I'm not too sure if you'll be able to see it. I'll see if I can get it with the light. Let's see if I can get close. Be better without the light. Let's try that. Or with the light. But anyway, up top of the cam gear, right here, just up top, there's 2 little circles. Make sure those are pointing up. Okay, and you can use your pull cord to get to that. And then what you do, check your valves, see if they're loose. Like, see, I can move them. I can move them. They're not under pressure. They're not under tension. So then what you do, you take a feeler gauge, put it underneath right here. It should be at 0.006. And to adjust them, you loosen up these lock nuts right here, and then you turn the top with a flat screwdriver until you feel a drag on your feeler gauge when you slide it in and slide it out. Then tighten it up, and then you'll be good to go. You'll have to get a new gasket. Pretty sure that when you take these off, the gasket rips. You have to get a new gasket, and same with this side also. So clean it up nice and good, and put it back on together. So make sure you use your new gasket. You'd hate to see oil dripping from there because it's going to go directly on the exhaust right here. So you could potentially get a oil fire and smoking and all that stuff. And it just wouldn't be fun. And then you'd have to go right back to doing this all over again, taking the gas tank off and taking the top of the valve cover off and putting you another gasket on. So just get it done right first, and then you should be fine.